his Africanness.
Issac Hayes. I put Issac Hayes in the category like in terms of like for black men in this country, like Muhammad Ali and like Malcolm X.
I looked to my right. Coming down the street was this guy with a bald head, and I had on a chartreuse shirt, pink pants, pink socks, and white shoes. And I turned to Dave and I said, "Oh my God, we are in trouble."
That's a man, a real M-A-N, man. He oozed sex, his voice. I mean, there is no other voice like his.
Isaac's soul is more of that just raw. I'm talking about just raw, dirty, grimy, heart-wrenching.
Back in college, I was actually going with this girl, and I had gone with her off and on a lot. And the last time we broke up, Issac had just come out, by the time I get to Phoenix. And that whole monologue right before the song actually starts, the song's like grooving, and he's doing this monologue. And that whole little section about, 4 times I left that woman and 4 times I returned. And finally she said, "Gone, fool." And it was almost like, wow, this is my life.
Stax gave Issac Hayes his big break, working as a session musician.
So Jim Stewart, who was the owner of Stax, said, "Young man, you sound pretty good on keyboards. Booker T is off in school, Booker T or Booker T and MGs. So would you like a job as a staff musician?" "Yeah!"
The moment they played some of Isaac's music for me, I knew it.
We already cast a guy named Richard Roundtree for the lead. Of course, I was totally dejected. "But Mr. Hayes, you're gonna do the music. You promised to do that. You committed to do that?" Yeah, I'll see what I can do." Of course, it was a blessing in disguise.
The first African-American to win an Oscar for music, his score for Shaft was a cool revolution in cinema.
They kind of changed people's ways of thinking about how music for a movie should sound.
Shaft captured a time, a place, and the sexual, social, and racial revolutions engulfing urban America. For the black community, it was a significant cultural moment.
The generation gap has gotten wider because we've lost a lot of young African American men. We've lost them to drugs, to violence, and there's a big gap. I don't know how much awareness or how much knowledge that they have on the civil rights struggle and what happened and how much sacrifice was made so that they can have rights to vote, that they can go places and sit down and eat no matter where.
Issac Lee Hayes was born in 1942 here in Covington, Tennessee. His mother died when he was 2 years old. He was abandoned by his father and raised by his grandparents.
Oh man, this is amazing. You can't imagine the memories that are running through my mind. People in the country, they sought a better life in the city. So we migrated to Memphis. Had a lot of promises and a lot of better living and things like that, but it didn't happen that way.
Oh, yes.
When King returned to Memphis the following month, he stayed at the Lorraine Motel. On the 4th of April 1968, Martin Luther King was assassinated outside Suite 306.
When we got the news, I was in such shock and dismay. I felt like my whole world was gone. It was awful. This is a legacy that America has given its country. and that is a legacy of violence and so forth. America is definitely still a racist society, and we see it every day. It'll mutate. It'll change its color, its MO, but it's still here. It is definitely still here, alive and kicking. Seems like this country only understands the power of finance. That talks. Is it money talks? That's right, money talks. Even if we have money, it doesn't mean that you are loved and accepted. You're not. You'll always be what you are.
The 3 egg whites.
And so he said, well, Mr. Hayes, I think I have a voiceover for you. I'm saying, yes, Disney, man. He said, no, it's not quite Disney.
Chef, how do you make a woman like you more than any other guy?
Oh, that's easy. You just gotta find the clitoris.
Huh?
Oops.
We met Isaac and we were telling him, like, yeah, we were, it was really, we were just gonna go to you or maybe Barry White, and Chef was like, oh, I taught Barry everything he knows.
Yeah. Okay, Joker. Who's the Joker? No, this is real. I said, you guys are serious. I said, you think you can get away with this? I said, you covered for insurance, man? Because y'all gonna get sued.
Kiss FM's sister station plays rap music that carries the imprint of Hayes' work. His back catalogue lives on, sampled by the hip-hop generation.
I guess I've been in the business over 40 years. It's a long time when you think about it. But if you don't think about it, it's almost like yesterday. Open my nose and you turn my head.
Where you go?
And now you might as well go.
Long live Isaac, and forever you be my friend. And keep on being Isaac Hayes the man, and Isaac Hayes the Moses.
I'm keeping my money, because you took away your honey. You got to walk on by.